And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
DC.
Now Goff on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the... They come out here in the eye. Goff going to keep it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are in for 6. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Zerline out now to kick the... This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A CD before Buffalo cranks up this next drive. Let's look at what this year has been for them. Obviously, kind of a lost year. You're coming off that wild card appearance. You felt like there was momentum, but season hasn't gone their way, has it?
It certainly hasn't, but they made the wild card last year and then let their quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, go. So you're immediately thinking to yourself, are you starting a rebuild? And if so, why? What's going on? And this just has not gone the way anyone would have thought. First team since 2009 with fewer than 100 points through their first 9 games. Multiple quarterbacks. Nathan Peterman has started. Josh Allen has started. Derek Anderson has started. So it's been very difficult for them. If they can get Josh Allen back from injury, they can accelerate his growth curve by getting him back on the field and letting him play throughout the rest of the season.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To the air. Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first. Back to Buffalo after this. Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, here we go. Green.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Right,
this is 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And it's a fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Goff on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go. 180. Maverick. Tiger.
Goff throwing again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Detroit!
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And here come the Bills. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw is gone. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Star Latulippe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Go.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the 50, it's Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Fights free at the 5. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Gurley. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Throwing now. Goff. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen again. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really